Okay, so by the end of this video, you'll be able to do this. I got you covered. Watch this. Okay, boom. Look at this first chart right here. What I did, and you're going to do this too, and drop in the comments. Let me know what part of this you got, what part you're struggling with, what you're going to do to work on. I got you covered, okay? I love interacting with all of you. Everybody loves interacting with everyone on here. Okay, so we did a 1, C, 4, F, 5 chord progression, C, F, G. Then we hit the triads inside of the bar chords, okay? And then the other time I did it, I went from the bar chord to these triads, C, F, G, on the G, B, high E string set. Okay, so just real quick, you don't need to go through the bar chords that much, but I put them in the ebook linked below. So C, bar chord, okay? Let's go to the next chart. Boom, we'll move to the bar chords pretty quick, okay? You guys know these bar chords, down to F. Because bar chords you gotta practice to. And to the G. Now really quick, on every single chart, very consistent, is C, F, G. 1 chord, 4 chord, 5 chord. There's your classic major chords. Roman number 1, 4, and 5, uppercase to indicate major. C, E, G is a C major triad, F, A, C is an F major triad, and G, B, D is a G major triad. Okay, now comes the fun part. So this is part 2. These are all linked below. I got chapters in here. The ebook, I remade it. Let me know what you think. I think it looks pretty killer. Kind of redid the design and everything. So this is a C major bar chord, triad, excuse me. It's inside of the bar chord is what I want to say now. So here's a light bulb moment you need to have, and tell me if this makes sense. Right here, we started off this video. This is like our home. Here's our C bar chord. I do this all the time. I use this every single day. In fact, I use it in everything I do. And then the triad lives inside of that bar chord. So I'm gonna go like this, bar chord to the triad. Now you have to focus on your rhythm, so I need you to groove it, like. Okay, now before we move to the F and G triads, I want to point out one really quick important thing. When you see my thumb wrap over, just like James Brown says, every instrument is a drum set, like I'm learning that drum set, it's all about percussion, which is rhythm, which is groove, okay? I am muting out the E and A strings with my thumb, and I'm striking that triad. I don't want those in there. I want it nice and clean, because a triad's 3 notes. Does that take a lot of practice? Yes, so just do this. Bar chord, to triad. Bar chord, to triad. Bar chord, to triad. Okay? Guitar is nothing but a bunch of like little micro movements that add up, and that's how you progress through the levels, and that's how it stays more and more fun. Okay, boom, next chart. So this is part 2. Remember, part 1's always the harmonic foundation. So now we're gonna go from this F bar chord. Here's the same triad shape. Now notice I said the word shape, okay? This is really important for you to realize too. This is on the DGB string set. It's just a way we organize triad shapes. We refer to the open strings. It's like, think of it as like a folder, right, for triads. So the DGB folder, we're on the DGB open, so we're playing F, A, C, okay? That's a shape. That diagonal shape, this is one of my favorite triad shapes, and I use it all the time to break chords down, right? So bar chord, 2, triad. Bar chord, 2, triad, okay? Now if you noticed, here's what you should have noticed is when I slid down from the C down to this F, do you see my fingers, are they moving to different strings? Are they changing shape? No, I'm just moving to a different chord. I'm moving from C to F. This is how you learn the fretboard. That's why I want you to go F, A, C, F, A, C, F, A, C, F, A, C, okay? So now what's gonna come next? You already know. Boom, there's your G triad, same string set, same shape. I just went G, B, D, G, B, D. So bar chord, 2, triad. Bar chord, 2, triad, okay? So the whole thing, bar chord, 2, triad. Bar chord, 2 for 2 bars. F, 2, triad. And then the G to bar chord to the triad. Okay, I didn't put that in the chart, but that's where this leads. Okay, let's go to the next part. Now this is part 3. This is kind of the cherry on top, and definitely grab the ebook below. I had a lot of fun redesigning. I think you're gonna dig it. You're not gonna see the way it looks on these charts, but the charts are in the ebook. So this is C, E, G again. So now here, You gotta think logically too. Now we're on the GB high E string set. This is a string set. This is a 1, 3, 5. Same thing. C, E, G, okay? We're gonna wanna hit this on the upstroke to keep this clean. Because if I really wanna go from the bar chord to this, it's a little hard to get my thumb all the way over on the E, A, D string to mute those out, okay? So again, like this. Bar chord to triad. Now, the reason this is going to push you rhythmically and, you know, as far as building your rhythm skills is because this triad is neatly tucked inside of the bar chord. Now, am I moving that far in the neck? I'm not. It's just right there. Boom, 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 boom. This one, I got to go boom, boom. So that's why it's a good practice. If you want, just a tip, you can go like this. I'm not even putting the rhythm hand. See if you can get that, then add this in. We're not going for perfection here. I can't talk today. We're going for musicality. You're always going for musicality. So your musicality is comprised of your brain, your ideas, your rhythmic skills, your vibe, your style, all of that, okay? So let's move to the next chart. Boom, you guessed it. Now, what did I say earlier about triads and string sets? If we're playing another 1, 3, 5 triad, notice I go from C all the way up here to F, F, A, C. This is a great thing too. Think like a songwriter. You could practice arpeggiating it. Bend it out of pitch a little bit. It's one of my favorite things to do with triads. Kind of push it to the edge, okay? Now again, this is gonna be tough. This bar chord down here to here, okay? And more experienced players, some of them might pop on here. Listen, the people that have already left this video, they're never gonna make it. I'm sorry. I'm dishing out some truth. So, I might not choose this triad. I like it. Okay, so what's gonna come next? If we go from G bar chord, now we're gonna do that same shape. Boop, here's the chart. G, B, D, same string set, same exact shape. I just slide it up. Okay, so now let's do G to that. Okay, so now you got all 3 elements to this. So again, what I did in the beginning, now that you've kind of have a better understanding, we broke it down. Grab the ebook, it's linked below in my Dropbox. Bar chord to the triad inside, and then bar chord to the triad on the GB high E moving up. Gets tougher. So again, here goes. Okay? Now here's a tip too. Push yourself. Make yourself mess up. Fall down. That's how you grow. I do it all the time. I'm not going to edit this video. You've seen, if you've been on here and I say shank, when I hit a shank or I mess up, that's part of making music, so make it musical. That's part of your musicality too. Okay, so grab the ebook and then see if you can come up with some of your other, like your own combinations. You could do, like for example, just rabbits. You could do this C, and then you could go from that C to this triad, right, that C. But when you go to the F and the G, you could do the bar chord of the triads inside. So, for example, shank. I don't know what I was doing there. I got lost for a minute. But that's what makes it fun. Like, keep trying stuff, okay? So let me know. I want you to circle back here. Do this lesson. There's chapters in here. Roll back, slow it down. If anything confused you, let me know. If you grab the ebook, you're gonna see everything I just did in order. But one last thing, because do that. Try and do the get rid of the pick, and just do it on the C, okay? And we'll come back. We'll do another lesson. So I want you to do the pick and flick, but with the bar chord triad. So pick the bar chord and flick it to the triad. Now this is cool because you're doing your thumb. It's like you're playing the bass line. You're going C, and then you're hitting this C down here on that triad. So, okay, I'm sorry. I had so much fun showing you guys this stuff. Drop Jellyfish or your favorite sea creature in the comments. Keep going. I know you guys are resilient. You're gonna get frustrated. It's part of the game. I'm feeling that on drums, but I keep pushing through it. and you will conquer. So let me know how you do on this. You guys know what buttons to hit, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for coming and watching, and hopefully you'll stick around for a long time to come. We'll keep this thing rolling. Peace.